Hiya there, folks. How are you? How's it going? It is Saturday today. I know I come on here and talk about, I know what I come on here and talk about. Perhaps you don't know because this is the first video on my channel that you're watching, but I like to come up here and talk about doing what's hard and doing what you don't feel like doing, and getting up when you want to sit down, and turning off the TV when you just want to watch the TV. And I gotta tell you, I struggle with all of that even still, even after posting 90 something videos on YouTube about how to get up and how I get up, and I do 100 crunches every day. Sometimes it's hard, and I think, how can I make it easier? And I always want to make things easier, and I get upset about how hard things are. But sometimes there is no easier. I think oftentimes there is no easier. I think oftentimes, instead of it getting easier, what I can do is I could be more grateful. I could, have a better attitude and mindset and perspective about paying dues and doing what needs to be done so that I could do what I want to do. And I can eat better so that I can have more energy to think those thoughts. I believe it takes more energy to think positive thoughts than to think negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are the default. And so in order to think positively, I need extra energy. And that's where the importance of diet comes in. Certain foods will wear out your dopamine receptors and make you feel sluggish and heavy. And then nobody has energy to be positive after that. And so, this is a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong journey. Eating right and going to sleep at the right time and what I consume and all of that. Just gonna check on something here. People do get better at all of it. People get better. It's not that they necessarily want to run a couple miles or lift some weights first thing in the morning. It's not necessarily that. It's that they've accepted that that's what they need to do and that that's what they are going to do. And they've gone through whatever mental process they had to go through, or acceptance or perspective, in order to do that first thing when they wake up. And I gotta tell you, this is the first thing I'm doing today. Oh, and I've got all these other things to think about. I've got monologues to memorize, and I've got a certificate to study for. I want to get my NASM, National Association of Sports Medicine certificate, because I think it'd be a good thing to have if I'm going to talk about fitness on the internet. And and I've got to do it all by a certain time tonight, because I got to be in bed by a certain time, because I got to be up really early for my job. And this is the first thing I'm doing. I don't know what I would rather be doing, but I got to tell you, it wasn't really this. Anyway, now I'm just talking because maybe I'd rather talk than do 100 crunches. Well, anyways, things are good. I am healthy, and I am grateful for that. This channel is about this channel is about evolving your habits and your mindset to achieve your dream. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. And we can have anything we're willing to work for. And so that's what this channel is about. It's about cultivating the mindset, the tips, the organization, the fitness, the community to support the daily actions and habits that will make your dream come true one day. It's about talking. This channel is where we talk about the reality of making your dream come true, and how long it could possibly take and how hard it could possibly be. And everything on this channel is geared towards that. It's about building a life that is different, because it's a very intentional life. It's an optimized way of living, where the effort that you put in every day is not futile, but it is fertile for the growth of you and everything that you desire, and learning to love the effort, because on the other side of effort is happiness. On the other side of effort is real dopamine. You know, when you do something you don't want to do. And it's funny, a lot of times we don't want to do things, and if we did those things, our rooms would be cleaner, our houses would be more organized, it'd be easier to find things, it would we would feel better if we ate this thing over that thing, we would feel better if we did these certain things, but still we don't want to do them. So that's what this channel is also about. It's about having this, stepping into this life where happiness is on the other side of the effort we put in, you know. And I think a lot of people can talk themselves out of putting in certain efforts because, oh well, the world sucks anyway, well, I'm not gonna even try, or traffic is so bad, I don't want to drive all the way across town for that client. They're probably going to say no anyway, and then I'm just going to be stuck in traffic for no reason. And we try to talk ourselves out of these efforts. And what we're really doing is talking ourselves out of life and real joy and real sense of accomplishment, real good dopamine, you know? I think what I've been working on over the past couple of years is getting rid of my own dopamine addiction. You know? Like, the advancement of society is great, but I think it's removing a lot of the effort that is necessary to maintain a balanced person. And you end up with so many conveniences that just release so much dopamine that our dopamine receptors just get exhausted. There has to be a balance there. There has to be effort exerted so for the dopamine to then be received, because now there's a balance. But when you just have convenience on top of convenience on top of convenience, nothing is being depleted. So you just have dopamine on top of dopamine on top of dopamine on top of dopamine, and your dopamine receptors are just exhausted. And in turn, you're exhausted. Maybe even depressed. And then everything feels futile and terrible. So welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Let's grow together. And now I will do my workout. Feel free to join me in this workout. It's going to be 100 crunches, 25 shoulder taps. Each shoulder, we're going to tap it 25 times. We're going to do a plank for 1 minute. And then we're going to do 30 jump squats. And then I will do a new video where I am going to do a HIIT workout, which I'm going to have my arms come up to the side 10 times. I'm going to do an RDL 10 times. I'm going to squat and push a weight over my head 10 times. Then I'm going to do a Bulgarian, which is a top of the glute workout. And then I'm going to do side kicks with weights. And that's also outer glute workout. And yeah, that'll be my contribution, my effort towards my body, and you know, that's me saying thank you to my body. That's me putting in effort towards my body today, so that it continues to grow strong and my heart continues to pump blood, and I can continue to chase my dream of being an actor. So, join me. Why don't you? And now I'm going to blast some motivation, because I don't want to yell at you guys, but these videos usually do a good job of driving home some good nuggets.
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you life is gonna be Ron Howard happy days every day. It's not gonna be that way. Matter of fact, it's probably gonna be the opposite. You see, the enemy is gonna throw everything he has in his toolbox at you. Now, he can't stop you himself, but his objective is to get you to stop you. This message is for the struggle, for all those going through trials and tribulations. People in this world are gonna fool you, disappoint you,
Let's go.
turn their back on you.
Let's go.
The closest around you are gonna give up on you.
Let's go.
And when things hit the fan, everybody's gonna run. You're gonna look around and you're gonna be all alone. I'm just keeping it real with you, because somebody out there needs to hear what I'm saying. This ain't a motivational video. Man, this is life. This ain't no game to me, and I know what you're going through. And I'm gonna speak life into you right now. Nothing, listen to me, nothing can stop you. God will never leave you nor forsake you, and that is all you need. There's a power inside of you that you can only discover when you are truly alone. Just as the waves on a beach shore come in and out, people will do the same. Relationships are like music, and you should never make music with anybody who doesn't understand, appreciate, and value your lyrics. Sometimes you just gotta let these people go. You gotta know your worth. Sometimes you just gotta let them people go. You gotta stop chasing people who don't appreciate you. Sometimes in this life, champion, you gotta remind the world just who you are. And you don't do this by telling them with your mouth. You tell them with your actions. You make your actions speak loud and proud to who you are. Don't let the world convince you that you're nobody. You're somebody who just don't know it yet. Do you hear what I'm saying, champion? I'm speaking to the champion in you. Rise. The way of the warrior. Champion eyes. Get back up. My spirit cries. Fear dies. Choked out by a scream. The desire to climb and live out my dream. Take it for the team. Discipline reigns. I want it too bad to listen to the pain. I'm a winner. To God be the glory. Tragedy and setbacks, an inspirational story. Warriors like me, we were strategically designed for the struggle. Many before me gave up and quit. Acted all bad to the first time they got hit. But see, blood don't scare me. I fear not death. Whatever it takes, champion, to be the best of the best. I was made for war. I cry out to heaven, blessed and unstoppable, an immortal legend. Climb, I say, the unclimbable mountain. Kicking and punching, I just keep on pounding. I found it, that deep desire to win. I remember defeat and I say, never again. See, warriors like me, we were born and strategically designed for the struggle. The way of the warrior, champion eyes. Get back up, my spirit cries. Fear dies, choked out by the screams. The desire to climb and live out my dreams. Take it for the team. Discipline reigns. I want it too bad to bow to pain. I'm a winner. To God be the glory. Tragedy, setbacks, an inspirational story. Many before me gave up and quit. Acted all bad to the first time they got in. Blood don't scare me. I fear not death. Whatever it takes, champion, to be the best of the best. Climb, I say, the unclimbable mountain. Kicking and punching, I just keep on pounding. Because I'm a warrior, and that's what we do. I'm Billy Osbrooks, blessed and unstoppable. To God be the glory.
Success is a war over the invisible. It's having the faith and vision to see what could be, can be, and will be when consistently watered with an undeniable grind. Truth, the language of those who are truly alive. Soaring on wings of faith, they gracefully fly, radiating the power that they found down inside. Wrapped in fire, watch the chosen climb. Something in them refuses to be denied. Seizing the moment, they know the time has arrived. Refusing to doubt or believe any of his lies. We call these people overcomers because they know how to climb. Everywhere that you look around you, you can sense that people don't want to see you succeed. But I'm gonna plant this in your spirit. The fire and truth on the inside of you will make room for you, whether the haters like you or not. Doubt is the best salesman that there's ever been. He gets up every day and knocks on your door, trying to sell you on the lie that you aren't good enough. But those who can sit in silence and still believe shall one day hear the music of that which they believe for. Each time you face something you fear in truth, you go to a deeper level of growth, awareness, and personal power. See, the fire grows inside of you when you own and accept everything about you. It's time to stop running and climb. There's three types of people in this world. Those in the game, those on the sidelines, and those in the stand watching. The time has come for you to make a decision right now. Which one of those three do you want to be? Climb. Now you could tell when somebody's about to go to the next level in life. cause you can see it in their eyes. When the world turns their back on you, climb. When the whole world calls you crazy because your dream is so big, climb. And when you feel like you are at the end of yourself and that you can't take another step, still climb. The most difficult and pivotal times in your life, you will have to travel alone. But those who can sit in silence and still believe shall one day hear music that they believe for. Climb! Warriors and overcomers, they know how to climb. As an heir to the promise, God has given you an inheritance beyond your own capability. The only way you will be able to come in possession of this inheritance is by faith. Real revolution is self-awareness. It's when you awaken to the truth that you yourself determine your own peace, success, and outcome in life. Real success, real transformation, real emancipation starts when you finally awaken to your own individual power and the God who gave it to you. Then you boldly wrap yourself in faith and unleash yourself upon the world. Climb, champion, climb, warrior, climb, overcomer, climb, soldier, climb, wrapped in fire, the chosen climb. This is Billy Allsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable via true music, and to God be the glory. Champions are champions because they master the art of getting back up. Now, no matter what you do or how much you prepare, at some point in your life, you are gonna get knocked down. But see, for the legends, champions, warriors, and for the overcomers, no obstacle, no trial, no tribulation, no situation is strong enough to keep them there. With that loss and defeat behind you, awaken the giant within you. How you respond right now will define you. Tap into that greatness on the inside of you. They doubt you, so the world will try you. But don't you let anything deny you. Show the world you still have fight in you. Let them all see that champion inside of you. Let them all see that champion inside of you. Each challenge you face is a great big mirror that allows you to see inside yourself. The way you respond to struggle will reveal to the world who you really are. Being a champion isn't just about the doing part. It's about the being part. You gotta become that person. I wanna ask you this question. Are you living life or is life living you? You keep accepting average. Why? You keep settling for average. You keep conceding to average. Why? You weren't designed to be mediocre, to be average, to be nothing less than the best warrior, legend. Show them what a champion looks like. The bitter taste of defeat, the sting of a loss. Never again, said the champion.
Doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become. It's real.
Okay, each and every day I'm just going to try to progress little by little. I'm going to try to take small steps each and every day. Understanding that every day is not going to be perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have days where I mess up. But that's okay because we're focused on the progress. We're not focused on trying to be perfect. And when you focus on the progress, that means even through mistakes, you're looking for the lessons and the ways that you can grow and progress through the mistakes.
The important thing is that you just keep climbing. Even when you do slide back, you're never at the bottom because you're always higher up than when you started.
We're all participating in this thing called life. All of us. Life has ebb and flows. Mountaintops, it's got valleys, it's got thunderstorms in it, earthquakes. This life. Stop expecting it to go smooth. Cause it ain't finna go smooth. The road to success is always under construction. This life ain't set up to be smooth.
I get it. You don't feel like it. You don't know if it's worth it. And you know that if you do it today, you still have to do it tomorrow. And you still have to do it every day after that. It's overwhelming, I know. But every day that you do it, you get a little bit closer to a place that you actually want to be. You get closer to the person you actually want to be.
The fact that it is painful is the reason that it's working. Everybody else that has to try and step out into this new life faces this same thing too. Every single person does. That's why most people don't do it. This is what hard feels like, and this is why most people don't win. So continuing to push through and almost seeing that level of discomfort as a signal, it's like a way marker that's been planted in the ground. Because if it was all just super easy, well, how are you going to get anything different to what everybody else has got if you do the same thing that everybody else does?
Do you know what it takes to be a champion? Working hard every single day without the promise that your hard work will actually pay off. With the only guarantee being sweat and exhaustion. Here's something more, that goal you're chasing after doesn't favor you over anyone else. That's why you need to pay attention to the process rather than the product. Who is this champion that's being built?
That it's possible. If you tell yourself enough times that it's possible, it can be possible. But imagine every single day, instead of saying, oh, my day sucks, instead of getting up and being like, oh, life is terrible. Imagine your entire mindset was just like, it's possible to get to the next level. It's possible to be great. It's possible to be more healthy. In your entire perspective on life, your worldview is positive. Even if you had to lie yourself into believing that.
You can be fearful, you can't be afraid. The coward and the hero feel the same exact emotion when confronted with a situation. It's just how do you act in response to the fear? The coward is like, just run. The hero is like, okay, I see you, I know you're there, here's how I'm gonna handle this.
You know, the fact that life is short and can be brutal, can terrify you into hiding and avoiding, but it can also, you can flip that on its head and understand that since you're all in anyways, you might as well take the risks that are adventurous.
When you were born, you are a phenomenon, you are unique. Your DNA has never occurred in the history of the universe, going back billions of years. It will never occur in the future. Your life experience with your parents and everything that you experience in your early years going on up is unique, it's yours. You're one of a kind, right? So that is your source of power. To waste that is just the worst thing you can do in your life. And what the power is finding that uniqueness. What makes you you, and how you can mine that, and how you can go deep into it and use that.
So many people die with untapped potential because they think that someone else is better than them. And they were born, you know, not with the greatest tools. You don't need shit. You need the ability to grind your ass into a fine powder. And when you're that fine powder, find a way to build that motherfucker back up repeatedly. It's possible.
If you hide and you don't let what's inside of you out, and you don't bring into the world what you could bring, and you become cynical and bitter, you will start doing very dark things. Not only will you not add to the world what you could add, but you'll start being jealous of people who are competent and doing well and work to destroy them. That's the pathway to hell.
Success is the ability to go from failure to failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm. But that's going to be up to you, because there's not going to be anybody there to encourage you, to coach you, to push you on. You have to do it yourself.
People don't burn out because of what they do. People burn out because life